Today, it can mean absolutely nothing. Just one of many. Insignificant. Not so much good or bad as another X on the calendar. Or today can mean everything. And that's quite the contrast, so hear me out. My point is, you can right now make today matter. Like, in this moment, you can bring significance to an otherwise bland, monotonous endeavor. You can bring light to a dark room. How? How do I do this? Well, that's what's great. You already know. I don't. You do. You know what's been calling you because you know that thing you've wanted to try, begin, or explore. You know that thing you've been putting off. You know because you think about it. In fact, you probably think about it a lot. You close your eyes and you dream about a world where you had the courage to simply do that thing. We all do. The other day I was sitting in the sauna listening to Sir Jordan Peterson's new book. Read all his stuff. In my eyes, the man is legendary. But for some reason in that moment, I'm sitting there, I'm listening, and it dawns on me, this is not what I need right now. My brain just can't go there for some reason. My soul's trying to speak. So I convince myself to listen. Inputs become outputs. And what's lacking for me in this season of my life is excitement. It's adventure. It's inspiration. And so I point all the spotlights to this realization. For the next X number of weeks, I immerse myself in story. It's fiction now for me. Leave home, do things, not forever, but break the cycle. Rent a cabin in the woods, walk places you've never walked, run places you've never run. Push creative boundaries, try new things. Listen, because you know what you need. And so I mentioned this to Ashley, who's a big part of the team over here. Send her a picture of some books I have on Audible that I've never read. You know how we do that? Most books are purchased and not consumed. Guilty as charged. And she says, oh, Tale of Two Cities. I have that one too. Let's both read it. And so it begins. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. In the beginning of the book, there's this note explaining that Dickens didn't write this all as one book. No. He released it to the public as a series of individual pieces, one part at a time. Though they've obviously come together to comprise one of the greatest novels ever written. And so I hear that and I press pause. Whoa. What did you just uncover here? How different this approach must feel. Setting aside the novel in totality to make each individual contribution impactful. I guess the same way a Netflix series is so intriguing. We're not watching one 10-hour movie. That would be absolutely brutal. No, but we'll sign the dotted line to watch 10 one-hour movies back to back to back to back to back. No question. Each one with a different problem to be solved. Whether we realize it or not, each little episode, while contributing to the overall plot, has its own beginning and middle and end. Each one is a journey. Each episode contains a cliffhanger, a bridge to what's next, and how badly do we want to know what's next. So why we're so intrigued. Why we gladly jump from one chapter to the next. When something feels good, there's a reason it feels good. Maybe I need to stop looking at my life as a movie and start looking at it as a Netflix series, where my day is not some arbitrary chunk of time carved out to contribute to this nice, linear, long-term unraveling of a plot. No. Let's give this baby a pulse. Let's make it mean something, a little hero's journey within the hero's journey. Let's give today life. As if I was planning to put a bow on it and share it with the world the second that sun sets behind the mountains and stars trickle their way into the night sky. Let's make today binge-worthy. I want to be screaming from the couch how badly I need to know what happens next. That's the world that must be created. Oh, but there's no Charles Dickens here. There's no Netflix producer. There's one author. And just like before, you know them well. And if you don't, go look in the mirror and introduce yourself. That lovely face staring back will do more for you than anyone you could ever meet. You want excitement? Inject the excitement. You want more noise? Make more noise. You want a reason to tune into episode 2? Write that reason in. You can do that. I swear to you, you can do that in your own life. And in the story of our lives, which sounds a lot like the soap opera my mother would listen to when we were kids, but I digress. Focus. In the story of our lives, all that's beautiful must be cultivated by us, by you, by the doer. You have more control than you think you do. You have more control than you can even fathom. And from your end, it might be like, yeah, okay, I've heard this. Sure, you've heard it, but have you heard it? Do you believe it? You're so much more powerful than you think. If you just drop a little more of that into every day, imagine what the product could be. And I'm not sitting here begging you to be more of someone else. I'm proposing, I'm showing you what could happen if you gave a little more life to a little bit more of you. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, whatever. All of the time is your time. Every day can be your day. Just write it into the damn story. Let it be so. Stop hushing your soul and let it drive your character arc. Today can be nothing, or it can be everything. Do with that information what you will.